Hey Aquarius, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here, guys. So we're going to do a read, and this is going to be for the first half of December. We're here already. It's crazy, huh? So this is going to be a general read for all Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus signs. It is for you and who, which could be that other person, and it could be a significant other, of course, spouse or person of interest, as well as a friend, family member, or another side of a situation. So just think of it as being one side and then the other. And so we're going to see what wants to come up for you. I do want to thank all of you that have booked sessions with me, and not only just our reading sessions, but also coaching and accountability sessions and packages. I do want to thank all of you for that. You've been so gracious, and I just love seeing people break through any self-limiting beliefs that really let them propel and take off. It is such an amazing thing to see. And everyone that I work with, it's so funny because we all have it in us, right? Sometimes it's just about getting rid of excess baggage that's kind of blocking our abundance. So I call them our abundance blocks, right? That's kind of holding us back. So whether you're booking a beyond the read session to clear that out, or for those of you that want more of a accountability, kind of breaching the gap to where you are now as to where you want to be, and really closing that so you can really take off. And I think that that's one of the key things. So if you're looking for that type of inspiration, motivation, and clarity and accountability, definitely check and book a discovery session with me, and we'll get you started on that, okay? And for those of you looking just to rid of their beliefs that might be holding them back, I have an amazing session that I work with called Beyond the Read. And just like it says, it does take you beyond the read on whatever that seems to be holding you back, from your situation. And it could be a self-limiting belief, a negative emotion of some sort. So if you're interested in that, you'll see Beyond the Read up here as well. Okay, so let's do this. Let's see what's in store for you. I got a new deck, and I've got several, but I'm going to use one of them here. We'll just go ahead and see what wants to come up. So let's do this. All right, a couple things. I'm going to use the Earth Oracles, as I had mentioned, as I used before, which I definitely love, because I think that comes into play a lot, and they're just the tried and true ones I really adore. So this is interesting, guys. So where you're currently at right now, there's some sort of alliance that you have. Now, it could be in a relationship or a situation. I kind of see this as being very good luck. There is some sort of alliance that is giving you good luck in your life. You have the rabbit there, and the rabbits are all cuddly, and it's so funny. I thought I would be really cuddly right now because I even got my blanket here, just to kind of keep me warm. And it just reminds me of how soft this rabbit is, because and by the way, this is animal safe, animal free. So I really love this. So but this is really talking about good luck in some way, and really embracing some sort of alliance that is happening for you right now. And again, it could be a relationship, or it could be a situation at this time. And this alliance is just really talking about that networking opportunities are going to be advantageous to you. So whatever it is, since we're getting into this Sagittarius season where the moon is, this would be a perfect time to really focus in on that. The moon has moved into Sagittarius as of today, which I'm actually doing this on the 28th, guys. Crazy, huh? But yeah, and so of November, and so it just moves into that, coming out of Scorpio. And this is about thinking really big. So whatever that you're going to put into something, a relationship, or you're going to put into a work situation, or whatever that may be, whatever's brought you to my channel, you're going to reap the rewards following the 2 weeks when we have the full moon, which takes place. You're gonna reap the rewards as ever big or small that you're thinking. Okay, so that's what really comes into play, and I think it's on December 12th. Yeah, December 12th is the next full moon, so you're gonna see a lot more of that during those 2 weeks time, from December 12th, and maybe a couple weeks even after that. So in between now and then, so I would say I always give it 4 weeks, because it just is, the energy is a little crazy. So I always say, that, so to be safe within the next 4 weeks, but that's what's really talking about. So this is exciting. This is really about embracing that and really building strength and structure through the connection in the relationship, the connection in this work situation, whatever has brought you to my channel. So that's what's really coming into play. Okay. So it is all about too, that it could be a challenge, of a situation, that brings you and someone together, or you in terms of this work relationship or whatever that case may be. And that challenge is an opportunity, and this is about, past, present, future. This is about, connecting with people, both younger and then older than you are. And really, it's about reaching out to people despite differences, or different people than you would tend to reach out with. Okay. So that's what I kind of see coming. It's almost as if that our ability to make, bonds with people from a variety of backgrounds, from a variety of experiences, in a relationship or the situation, whatever that case may be, can be extremely fulfilling. Okay. And that's what this is saying. So your current situation is doing the networks, reaching out, getting to know people, and this is quite beautiful. Okay. Let's take a look at, what it is. What do we want to cover here? I think I want to do, I want to know what your challenges are. What's your challenge in this alliance? What's your challenge here? What does that look like for you here? What is that? Context. Okay, interesting. So this is about putting things in context. Whatever is said perhaps is being transformed. So this is interesting. You have a dragonfly here, and the dragonflies are about spiritual maturity in terms of communication, because I feel it's at the throat chakra of this picture of this child. And maybe your first reaction as a child would be to say something else, and maybe in a rebuttal, in a disagreement, or anything of the sort. This is saying put things in context before you speak, because your childlike tendencies might come out before thinking about it. So this is saying put it into context, because that's just a piece of the big picture. All right. And that's what this is talking about, because especially with that dragonfly being at the throat chakra, in terms of all forms of communication, whether that's written, text, email, phone, whatever that is, in person, this is saying to put things in context, and don't let it get out of hand. Okay. Don't let it get in disarray or out of hand in some way. It wants you to put it into context to make sense of it. I'm going to pull a tarot card. I want to see what wants to come out for you. How interesting. So what is that? Yeah, it could be that you've got a lot of competition that's going around you. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire type energy in the fire season right now, where the moon is. But this is really talking about is have faith in yourself. You are standing on the top ground versus others that are below you here. This means that you're ahead of the competition. So this is really good, Aquarius. Keep it going. Okay. So put things in context, before, struggling, before, as you continue to hold your ground in a relationship or in a situation. Okay. Hopefully that will make sense to some of you. Okay. So some of you might be going through that right now, but really put things in context. Okay. I want to take a look at what it is that is what to focus on right now, what you need to focus on right now. A shift. Nice. So there is a shift that is happening for you, Aquarius, right now, a major shift. I think you're going from an old way of being into a new way of being. So, and this is quite beautiful. And it could be a shift in a relationship, a shift in a situation, whatever that is. It could even be some sort of movement in your career, maybe moving in a different direction. But what this is telling me is that some sort of shift is definitely taking place. And this also has a lot to do with the purples, right? So it's really has to, you see it as being your crown chakra, in terms of energy. And there is, you can change your mind, and you might be walking away from a person or a belief system that is just not up to par with where you're at with yourself right now. Okay. And so there's some sort of shift that needs to take place. And some things are for temporary, for us to be around within our sphere temporarily, and some tend to be around for a lifetime. And so sometimes we do have to shift, and in order to gain fulfillment in our life. Okay. So, this is saying is that continue to take that next step on the ladder, right? Don't cling to that one particular step that this is saying go the next level. Okay, now that might ring true for some of you, so note your comments below, but that's exactly what I see. And it's almost as if it's like this spiritual calling, whatever it is that you're doing, it's raising you higher. Okay, and this is quite beautiful. Okay, so keep moving forward and keep growing, Aquarius, is what this is talking about. Okay, and don't be pushed into making any long-term commitments and real hard concrete decisions. Take it slow, but move forward to kind of gain your balance as you move forward, stabilize, move the next, kind of stabilizing yourself. I think that's going to be very, very true for you. Something that you love. It could be a relationship or a job or a situation. Something is coming to an end. Okay. And this is saying is that you might find it hard at this time to let go of it. But what this is saying, and this is saying is when something ends, it just transforms into a brand new beginning. So it doesn't truly ever end. It just transforms, right? Energy doesn't stop. It transforms, just keeps moving, okay? So just know that there is a higher purpose for you to everything that's happening. Okay, just know. Okay, and nothing is ever lost either. So I do want you to definitely keep that in mind. Okay, just like the cycles of the season, we are also transforming, and we will also come back. If it's a love situation, to that shore of love. We'll also come back to two different things. So this is really just saying that if things don't hold up what we think should happen here, just basically know that it's time to start rebuilding our foundation, our what we want to build, our relationship, our work, what we do for work, whatever the situation, our force, so that we can be invested in something that's a little bit more solid and a little bit more stable for us. Okay, and that's what I'm seeing. So interesting. It is your right here. This actually falls within your what to focus on right now. So that's what's coming into play. So this is interesting. And anything for you to keep in mind in terms of that for the tarot, in terms of the shift, what you need to, this is, whatever shift that's happening, it's happening pretty fast. Whatever maybe was held up before, it's not going to be held up any further. It's about moving forward. So your strength is to continuously, focus in on that. Okay. Let's take a look at what's your past. What's happened in your past? Oh, you had a cup of love come to you. Looks like love. Okay. So there could have been a love situation in the past where you were both offered a cup of love to each other. Could be Aries, Leo. Well, it could be Leo. There is a Leo sign here, but the cups usually talk about Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So in the past, there may have been some sort of cup of love. I'm just going to clarify this real quick and see if anything else will come up in the past that was emotionally fulfilling for you. That just, I think that your emotions were overflowed. I think there's two ways to look at that. Your emotions towards someone can be overflowing, and there's a different way to look at it to where it could be emotionally fulfilling. Okay, so that's two different ways. Okay, but that's what's coming into play. It could have to do with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in the past, or perhaps that is something that that you possess in your sign, and you're moving forward with passion, or there's a person that had come in previously. I want to move on to where you what you need to focus on is the shift that's taking place. What are your strengths right now? What's your strength right now? Okay. Your strength right now is influence. Influence of the moons. Okay. So it's probably one of the reasons why I brought that up, and also your third eye. And what's interesting is that, at the beginning that she was carrying like a rabbit, right? With good luck. This is actually carrying a dove that talks about love. And your strength is to follow and surrender as you move forward with love, and use your perception, your third eye. And again, it could have to do with the moon phases. The full moon comes into play, like I said, on December 12th. New moon comes on December 26th. You've got some changes that are taking place here right now, but there is influence. There's an influence of love. A particular love situation has influenced your life. And also this is saying is that you have influence by focusing on love in that relationship or situation. So note your comments below, but that's what I see coming through here. Anything that wants to, this is you have influence. You know, you could be in the spotlight in some way, shape, or form, but it does want you to focus on love and to focus on your third eye. There's going to be a judgment that's going to be made. Now, this could be some of you that right now might have some sort of court case, might have some sort of legal situation that's taking place, but this is saying that there's going to be influence, and whatever's going to happen, your strength is to apply love to it, and it can be resurrected, okay? But it's going to have a firm judgment that takes place. So I do want to, it's a major arcana card that's coming into play, okay? And yeah, it can lead to a 10 of Pentacles, okay? So it could lead you to spur this happy, opportunity. The 10 is about coming to fruition. Pentacles is an earth sign. Perhaps you have, or maybe you win some sort of court case and some sort of judgment is made that leads to some more stability in your family life. Or perhaps a judgment will be made in terms of a relationship for family life, it is actually brings a lot of prosperity, a lot of wealth, that type of thing. Let's take a look at your near future. You know what's so funny, guys, is I was focusing on you and the other person, but I'm just so focused on you. So I'm just feeling that that's what really needs to be in order to change this situation and in this relationship, that it really is about focusing on you. And guess the card I get in the near future, balance. So balance things out. You might have a lot on your plate, Aquarius, right now, maybe with work, relationships, and home life, and spiritual life as well. It could be that in the near future, this is about balancing out a situation that perhaps was a person that maybe repelled you in the past, and maybe you kept, it could have been something where you're coming together and then coming together and not. What this is saying is that sometimes opposites do attract, but this is saying in that situation, this is about gaining balance over your situation because you have a lot more spiritual maturity. Again, the dragonfly is coming up again in terms of that spiritual maturity taking place to transform the situation and create a lot more balance in your life, in this relationship, or in this career situation, okay? So that's what's coming into play. It's like you both want to come together and union, but you keep pulling away, and it could have to do with some sort of fear. So this is about working through the fear, confronting the fear that really is 99.9% of the time, it's just, it never comes into play, right? It's a figment of our imagination about the what ifs, right? In terms of the negative aspect of the what ifs. And so this is saying, for you to work through that and to rid of that and let that transform you and transform the relationship or situation that you happen to be in. But you're going to gain some sort of balance. I will let you know. Okay. So that's what I see here is some sort of balance. Yeah. After a lot of strife that have been taking place. Okay. A lot of conflict. It's going to balance out in the near future. Again, it could be a relationship, career of some sort, but the fives are about, it is about change, right? Yeah, and it could have to do with some devil energy of the past. You could have been dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, some sort of earth sign, or just the relationship was taking this on, or the situation was taking this on, guys, is what I see here. Yeah, it's exactly what I see. So how interesting. Let's take a look further as to what we want to do. Let's go focus in on suggested approach. What would that look like? Center yourself. Really center yourself, okay? Center yourself. This is the card that comes into play. Truly center yourself, taking off the masks, okay? And that had, maybe perhaps left you a little bit hidden. And this is saying this is truly, you see the moon, crescent moon within there. And that's just talking about that of which is hidden is now coming out and blooming. If you can actually see in her throat chakra, it's blooming. So there could be someone that might be had a mask, is taking that off, and that which is hidden is coming to bloom, and they're going to step forward and say something. You're going to say something. Something will be uncovered and come out into the light. So that's what's coming into play. Your suggested approach is to center yourself, be honest with yourself, and be at one with yourself. You know, and that means not being one way with a certain group in your life and another way maybe at home. It's really about merging that together, Aqua. And that's exactly what I see. And that's what brings you the balance in the near future. That's what brings you into the center of the real you. So that's what I see here. Anything that wants to come through in the tarot for the center, yeah, moving forward with passion, moving forward with passion. Now, you could have a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that's coming in for you as well, or this is what you're taking on, that energy, moving forward with passion. Anything else in terms of your suggested approach? Yeah, King of Swords and the Knight of Swords. Wow, interesting. It's kind of elevating, cutting out whatever is necessary so you can feel that centeredness. Okay, so let's take a look at what is it that you need to know. What do you need to know? Here it is. You need to know dependability, okay? What you need to know is to be dependable on yourself, as well as in this relationship or situation or partnership, whatever it is coming at bay. That's what's coming through here. So you've got two people that are looking at the flower there and coming together in love, coming together in union, coming together and being, saying, you know, kind of having each other's back. So in this relationship or situation, this is about showing dependability on both sides is going to be extremely key. Anything else that wants to come through? Yeah, in the past, maybe you felt left out. Five of Pentacles, that could have been that you had left, you kind of felt left out of the situation, and there was a change and there wasn't the dependability that was there, but now there is a lot more clarity that's coming through for you, and you actually see that you probably weren't left out. There was something for you to learn, and then you move forward with this learning. Now, it could be someone that you've met at work, someone that you want to work with, could be just moving forward. You know, once you've got this clarity, you're moving forward with your plans, okay? You got the clarity, now you're moving forward with your plans and working with others, okay? And working perhaps with this individual. Let's take a look at, let's see your hopes and fears. What is that? Stretching yourself. Thinking bigger. Again, now that we've entered the Sagittarius season, where the moon is, this is about stretching yourself, right? And then reaping those rewards, you know, after that full moon there. So that's what's coming into play once the new moon hits. So this is about stretching yourself in a relationship or situation. You're going into uncharted territory. So this just means that you've got to go, you're growing Aquarius. And this is beautiful. I love seeing this for you guys. I really do. I want to see if anything else wants to come through for stretch here that we want to kind of talk about. And it doesn't matter what card you get in this particular card. This is going to be important for you to know. Okay. End of a rough cycle. Yeah. So you actually just completed an end of a really, really tough cycle, and you're really moving in, you know, in terms of a very positive cycle and stretching yourself to be bolder than you've ever been before. This is gorgeous, guys. Let's take a look at what the outcome is. What's the outcome here? What is it? What do we have? Ready but waiting. Wow. So you're consistently moving forward in this relationship, in this situation, or on with this new cycle, and it's almost like you're waiting to see the rewards. Well, remember what we talked about at the very beginning is that, you know, thinking big right now is the thing, is definitely on your side. It's going to be very, very important for you. Okay. And don't overdo your expectations, but have realistic expectations. But that's the same, is that what you're doing right now in this cycle, because Sagittarius thinks big where the moon is, this is saying you're setting the stage for reaping the rewards from your braveries that you have put into place here. Okay. As little or as big that they seem is what's coming true. Okay. So, yeah, I feel it's really going to be, you know, 2 weeks after the full moon that we've talked about. Okay. So this is really interesting. Okay. Yeah, moving forward with faith, hope, love, and your vision. Okay, I'm going to clarify this and see what else wants to come out for you here. What is it? Here it is. What is it? Here it is. Communication is key. So make sure that you're communicating with others. You know, that's going to be very, in this relationship or in this situation, that's going to help a lot. What else? A win-win outcome is in the forecast for you. Okay, this is good. you might be doing a Libra of some sort, or some or whatever it is that needs some balancing of scales that needs to come through, because that's what's coming into play here. I love this for you guys. I really do. How beautiful. Now, in terms of that other person, I just want to see if there's anything on the other side that wants to kind of come out for them. Yeah, they're actually getting really trying to gain the confidence and get their stability in terms of their core right now. They're really going through a big download, and they're going through a major cycle change as well. So if you've got someone in your life, just know that they're really, really evaluating their core issues, core beliefs, and that's really coming into play for them. Anything else for them, but they're really getting to the core belief of who they are as a person. They're going through some big changes. Anything for them as well? They are expecting a powerful change, just like I mentioned. And how much more powerful can this be for that other person? I mean, look at this, mind-blowing, right? Powerful change is taking place within them. And that's why I really feel that in your outcome, that there could be a win-win forecast, right? And that with that, communication is going to be the key. So this is really ideal, guys. Really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. And anything else for this other person that we need to know? Anything else that we need to know about this other person? New beginnings. They're going through a brand new beginning, guys, right? And they're going to flourish. You know what I think is so beautiful about this is lots of red. That obviously has to do with getting their foundation set, kind of like the root chakra. But this is a brand new beginning for them, a brand new beginning. This is beautiful. They want this new beginning with you. So if you're in a relationship, in a work situation, whatever there is, you not only do you have a new beginning, but you're going to have some opportunities for other new beginnings that are coming into play. And let's see what the tarot wants to say on this one here. Yeah, after something didn't work out, after it's got to be, someone might be coming back as it pertains to that, guys, just to let you know that just didn't work out. It had to be thrown away. But the Wheel of Fortune is actually changing in the situation. I do want to let you know. So, for this other person, even though they have a new beginning, it was because something didn't work out, and now the Wheel of Fortune is actually changing, and it's changing around the situation in your favor, and it's actually making them feel like childhood again, and feeling the emotions as a child, and wanting to offer a cup of love, a cup of opportunity, a significant gesture of gratitude, of love. Cups are about love, and this is a 6. 6s are about growth, okay? So that's exactly what I see, guys. This is interesting for that other person as well. What's the best way for you to handle this situation for the most favorable outcome that you're looking for? What is that for you, Aqua? What is that? Gateway. There is an opportunity. You're going to have an opportunity. There's going to be an open opportunity, and then you're going to have to make a decision. Okay. So there is a gateway, okay, within this. And so what this tells me is quite interesting, because the gateway's got a brand new open door from a foundation. I'm looking at this card. It's got a star, it's got a moon, and it's all within the trunk of the tree. It's also got a door. Okay. So what this tells me is that there is some sort of opportunity, there's some sort of gateway, and that is available to you, okay? Maybe it's about expanding yourself and your horizons in this relationship, your education. You might be doing that. It's a pathway towards achievement, and it's going to be just incredibly obvious to you. So those in a career, that might be the case for you, but your best way to move forward is really expand yourself, expand your options, and to definitely, network. But this is saying is that there is a moment where there's a lot of opportunity that's truly open to you right now, Aqua. I'm going to pull another card to clarify this. It wants to come out. Yeah, it wants you, it's a time to release all negativity. So that's going to be the big thing for this relationship. There'll be an opportunity, but you're going to have to release the negativity, okay, that is surrounding that. Okay, it's going to be very, very key. All right. So there is a door of opportunity. It might come through some communication, because you see here that there's a door at the base of there. And it's going to give you an enlightenment and to provide that of which is hidden, that's going to come into play, but it's going to be a good, foundation. So choose your destiny, and just, focus on your heart, on what it is that you want, and, and really step through any fear in love, and, with a lot more peace and a lot more clarity. Anything else that wants to come through for you here? Let's see. Final advice. Anything else that wants you to come through? Yeah. Balance spirituality and practicality. Wow, great advice, guys. Okay, there you've got it. There you have it. So note your comments below. I hope that this resonated in some way for you. Please note your comments below, and I look forward to seeing you in the second half of December. And until then, namaste.